Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Vstrom and today's video is all about the next upgrade for this Vstrom 800RE. It's all about installing the OEM Suzuki Handguards, which do not come pre-installed or as standard for this model, but do come pre-installed and standard for the Vstrom 800RE. There's a video up here on removing, improving and reinstalling the OEM handguards for Vstrom 650. The two handguards and some parts that you will need to install them, plus QR code that you can scan and see some instructions, but you don't need that because you have me. So this motorcycle is not an off-road motorcycle. Nevertheless, I agree, if you drop any motorcycle, when it is stationary even or with low speed, the levers will probably break. There is a high risk, and this cannot protect the levers. Most likely they will break. But like I said, I'm installing them for aesthetics and also for the wind, which again, it's not 100% windproof, but okay. Later on, you will see that I will try to install some protection also for the levers, which goes on top of these handguards. The first step is to prepare these parts. Then we will weigh all these parts and subtract the weight of any parts that we might remove during the installation. In this way, we will be keeping track of any additional weight being introduced because of the installation of these upgrades. As I mentioned, this model, which is the Vstrom 800RE, is 7 kilograms lighter than the Vstrom 800DE. At the end of the installation of all the upgrades, we will know how much additional weight we have introduced. This is the left side. This part is different. This part is different, the cushion. And this is the right side, this part is different, and this one is different. These are common parts. So let's start with the right side, the right handguard. Take this cushion and insert it over here. You need to put some pressure, you need to push it a bit because it has got a groove, and the groove then passes through the opening and then it is secured. See, you take these metal parts, you keep it like this, you see, and you insert it with the edge towards the inside, like so. The edge is from the inside. Repeat the same thing for the left handguard. There is an opening here, you take the smaller cushion, you insert it and you make sure that it is secured, you see? This goes from the inside, here. Now we weigh the total grams of the handguards. It's 770, but it's going to be a bit less because we will remove the weight of the handlebar weights that were already pre-installed on the Vstrom 800RE, and then we will have the total additional weight that we introduce due to the installation of this upgrade. So give or take, we have added 278 grams for the handguards. Okay, and for the lever grips, there are some like very light, let's say 280 grams for the lever grips and the handguards. This is the balancer, the weight that was already pre-installed on the motorcycle. You need an Allen key of size 8 or a hex of size 8, and we will remove this screw. This is the balancer that I told you we will subtract its weight together with the other side from the total 770 grams. This is reused. This one, keep it in a safe place in a box. Now we need to remove the right mirror, so we lift this rubber cap. The size of these nuts is 17, so you need a wrench of size 17. Usually with mirrors, the top bolt, which you can undo the mirror and take it off, you don't undo it anti-clockwise but clockwise. So clockwise, like so, look. You see? Then you undo the mirror. Now to undo the bottom nut, I will use a wrench with again a 17, and it's anti-clockwise now, not clockwise like before. So now we remove the standard adapter bolt of the mirror from the right side, and we will replace it with another adapter specifically for the handguards. Take the replacement adapter bolt, take this right hand side knuckle cover, you will turn it like this, place it here, take the bolt, and install. This is the cushion, you see, that we installed before. This is the knuckle cover. These are the metal parts where two screws are going to come there. This is the handlebar. Here you can see the adapter goes on top inside the knuckle cover opening. Take your 17 wrench and snag the bolt. That's it. Next we will install the large cover from the right side with these two screws. So what we do now is only this. Take a hex key of size 4 and only tie it loosely. Then as the next step, take the balancer and the spacer from the handguards and the bolt that we said that we were going to reuse. Insert the bolt through the new balancer, hold it like this, take the spacer, hold this from the outer side, install first the spacer like so, hold it, and then insert the balancer with the bolt. Now take your hex or Allen key of size 8 and continue. Take your torque wrench, adjust it to 22.523 and tight it, and that's it. You don't have to use a torque wrench also for these screws, for these bolts. It's just to give you the value. So this value was 22.523, this one is 4.5. You don't have to do it, you can even snag it. Let's put the mirror back. As you remember, we will tight it anti-clockwise. Repeat the same process or a similar process from the left side. Let's remove the balancer and the screw. The balancer is not going to be reused. This bolt is going to be reused. Hex of size 8 or your Allen of size 8 and undo it. Remove the bolt is reusable, the balancer not. We remove again the rubber cap from the mirror. The top one we untie it clockwise, like so. Anti-clockwise we remove the adapter bolt of the mirror. If you remember, we will remove this, we will keep it in a safe place, and we will replace it with a new adapter bolt that came with the handguards. We have our prepared small cover of the handguard. This is the cushion that we installed, and this is the brake that it will stop here. So you install it on top of the base of where the mirror adapter goes. You install it like so, you see, and then on top you take the new adapter bolt and you finger tight it like before. Now take your ends and like before snug it. We will install the large plastic part, the large part of the handguard with these two bolts. Take your Allen of size 4 or hex key of size 4 and tighten them. Take the new balancer, insert the reusable bolt, take the spacer, hold it like so. This part goes from the outside like so. Keep it there, put the bolt with the balancer and start tightening by hand. 22.5. Remember, these are 4.5, but like I said before, you don't have to use a torque wrench for these, you just snug them. Now it's time for the mirror, and as you remember, it's anti-clockwise. Before you tighten these nuts from both sides for the mirrors, you ride on the bike, you adjust your mirrors and then you tighten. To tighten these, just as an example, the bottom one you tighten it clockwise, the top one you tighten it anti-clockwise, so you do this, you see, and both keys are 17, both sockets are 17, and it's tight. One last optional step, if you would like it, you take your silicone spray, you take a clean cloth, you spray some and you wipe here on the adapter and on the two nuts, so that next time that you remove the rubber it will come out easier. Install the cap back, cover it like this and spray, because it will protect it from the elements and from the sun, and wipe it. Thanks for watching, and as always, ride safe.